Hi everyone, it's been ages. Okay, let's wait till everyone joins in. Hello everyone. Sorry about the short notice. Hi everyone. So baby girl is asleep, she's inside. Probably I'll show her in a little while. So, thank you Arjun. So yeah, I think I mostly wanted to talk about the most asked question: how is motherhood? So motherhood, I believe that it's more of a mental change than physical change in your life. Of course, the physical changes, you can Google them, and you all know how it all changes. The body changes. There's nausea. There are 100 changes that you'd go through, but I think the biggest change of them all is that I think a part of your brain, a part of your heart is always going to be with the baby. You can be partying anywhere, you can be skydiving somewhere, you can be anywhere on this planet, but I think a part of you will always be thinking and be worried about your baby. So recently I was out with some of my friends, and we were out partying, and everyone said, yeah, you deserve this break, and we were out, and I was dancing, everything was fun, there was loud music, and out of the blue I saw one of my friends FaceTime her daughter, and I don't know what happened to me. I suddenly, out of nowhere, I could feel tears in my eyes, and then I was like, okay, what's going on? And I just snapped out of the whole party scene in a second, and everything was about, oh my god, how's my baby? I hope she's not missing me. And so I think that is what is going to change. I think you're never going to be the same again, in a way that you can never be just worried about yourself anymore. It's always going to be about the baby, about your family, and things like that. Okay, let's check out more questions. Baby girl's name is Arna. Arna means Lakshmi, so that's why we selected that name. Yeah, baby girl is doing fine. She's asleep, like I just said. I'll show that to you in a while. It's just so different. I think the last couple of times that I did a live were during COVID, and I remember answering questions about my movies, about what I'm doing at home, about who's your favorite hero, and things like that. And I like how everything has changed. Now all the questions are about how's your baby, how's this, how's that. Yeah, definitely that's a big change. So people stop asking you how are you. It's more of, hi, what's up, how's your baby? So people just forget that question, hi, how are you? So that's what motherhood is about. Thank you. It sure is a blessing. And I think I'm somebody who always wanted to settle down and have a baby. I remember when I was around 17, 18, I used to tell my friends that by 23 I want to be married and have a baby. So I think it's always been on my mind. It's just that probably people from the outside who have seen me in films think that it was so sudden, but that's not what it is. I think it's something that I've wanted to do since really, really long. Speak Hindi. It's so funny that I learned Hindi and polished my Hindi for my Hindi films, and then COVID happened, and then I got married, and now with the baby, I think my Hindi is coming to good use because I have a Hindi nanny. So I think that's, yeah, all those classes. Where's your next trip? I don't know. That's the one thing. I definitely have a lot of FOMO when I keep seeing all my friends traveling, all my friends partying, and other actors signing other films. It does give me a little FOMO, but I think end of the day, you have to be content and happy with what you have. One thing, if I could change one thing, I think I would definitely, if I get a chance to live my life again from the age of 16, I think then I would probably do this sometime earlier. Like, I would have loved to have a baby in my early 20s, like maybe when I was 21, 22. That would have been the best thing ever. And I don't know, I feel that sometimes, but then sometimes I also feel that no, I think everything happens for good, so I could focus on my career and make a little name for myself. And yeah, I think that's also nice. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಿರಣ್ ಡಾರ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅವ್ರಿ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಭಾಷೆನವರು ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಕನ್ನಡದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ತೆಲುಗುನವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಿಂದಿನವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇಜಾರಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಖಂಡಿತ ಕನ್ನಡ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆ. ಕನ್ನಡ ನಂಗೆ ತುಂಬ 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 ಇಷ್ಟ. ಮಗಳಿಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡನೇ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಸೊ okay, so all these questions about workouts. So can I tell you one really important thing? Once you give birth to a baby, I think the last thing on your mind is how you look or how your body looks. All those thoughts just go out of the window. But since all of you, since a lot of girls out there are really worried about that and keep asking me, and I'm sure you're all worried about getting pregnant because you're really worried about how you would look after the baby and things like that. I completely understand, because I was in the same boat. Especially being an actress, I think there's so much. Sorry. I don't know what I pressed accidentally. Yeah. So I was saying that a lot of you keep asking me about fitness and things like that. Number one, don't keep thinking about fitness, body, looks, because these are so trivial. Nobody really cares about those things once you have a baby, because there's so much to do in a day. Whether she's okay, whether she's eaten, whether she's drank her milk, whether she's not eaten yet, of course, whether she's drank her milk, whether she's sleeping, whether she's okay, and things like that. But since you keep asking me, and since it is something that we all worry about today, I think just basic fitness will really help. So right after you deliver, I think there's the hormones are so strong that at that point of time, whatever you do, you could be doing some crazy HIIT workout or whatever, but it's very unlikely that you lose all your weight quickly, because during that phase, I think God has made it such that you can't really focus on those things. And it also depends on what type of delivery you had, because if you had a C-section, it could be a little hard to get back to workouts really soon. But yeah, nevertheless, I think what's important is that you just stay fit and stay healthy. So eat appropriate, eat healthy. Don't really, I think especially after you give birth, I don't know what happens to the body. You become so hungry, so hungry. I remember a time when I used to drink gallons of water, and it's so funny because so one side my mom's a gynac, and there's all this whole the advice that comes from a doctor, whether it's my mom, my dad, and things like that. But on the other hand, I also have people advising me about how one can really lose weight by following patya. I've heard about, when the traditional Bhanantana. But there are some things I disagree with, because I disagree that you should completely stop drinking water. I heard that a few new moms just drink a small glass of water the entire day and breastfeed so much so that they lose weight. I personally believe that it's extremely unhealthy to do that, because that could lead to kidney stones, because of the lack of water in your body and dehydration. So don't dehydrate yourself and all of that. Drink as much water as you can, especially after delivery. It really helps, and especially if you're feeding. And I used to drink gallons of water, like literally like a big bottle of water. And those who know me know how less I drink water. I forget to drink water in the day. So if that was my level of thirst, you can imagine. And when it comes to food, so during the last month of my pregnancy, I was so uneasy and I couldn't eat. And even though my mom was forcing me that you have to eat because there's a baby inside, nutrition is so important in these last few weeks of pregnancy and things like that. But I think I had a lot of heartburn and acid reflux, so I couldn't really eat properly. And once you deliver, I don't know what happens, but you suddenly become extremely hungry, and you're also bored at home because you're just feeding, sleeping, nothing to do. So I used to Swiggy a lot, and that was so wrong. So don't do that. And it's also very tough because in my house, since both my parents are doctors, or even if they weren't, they're totally against these apps and ordering food from the outside or parcels and things like that. They hate it, and that's always been the case, whether it was COVID, whether it's now. But I couldn't help it. I used to just order pizza, I used to order whatever dim sums one day. So every day something new, and by evening I'd get bored. I'd get bored of following any diet or anything. I'd quickly order pizza and quickly finish the entire pizza, because that's what delivery does to you. You become extremely hungry. So there are times when I've eaten a lot, and then there are times when my nanny had told me that even when you delivered, you were skinnier than what I had become like a couple of months after delivery because of all the unhealthy food. So it's all in your hands, I think. But I would say just go with the flow, because don't punish yourself by not eating or like by dehydrating yourself. And another important thing that I saw was a lot of people, a lot of new moms, they eat and then they try to puke it out. Don't do that. That's really bad. You confuse your body by doing that. Anyway, enough of advice, because I'm not even you should be taking advice from a professional, not me. Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, I can see. Of course, I'd love to speak in all Kannadadallu matadake ishta, but ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, everyone's from all languages here. So sweet, Pawan Rock. ಕನ್ನಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದು. ಸೊ ನನಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಲೇ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ರವಿಂಗ್. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ನೀವು ಅಂತೀರಾ, ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಸೊ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಫೇವ್ರೆಟ್ ಹೀರೋ ಯಶ್, ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್. ದರ್ಶನ್ ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಫೇವ್ರೆಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ದರ್ಶನ್ ಸರ್ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯಶ್ ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ KGF, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. So I also see, are you working out because you want to get back in films? And I saw a lot of articles which are titled, Pranitha's working out because she wants to get back in films, her comeback, re-entry, all that jazz. No. I work out because I think it just boosts my confidence, nothing else. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸಿದ್ಧಾರ್ಥ್. ನೀವು ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಗಿದ್ರು ಹಾಗೇ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಾದರೆ ಆನೆ ಥರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಓ ಮೈ ಗಾಡ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳನ್ನ ಬಾಡಿ ಶೇಪ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ. ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಬ್ರೊಬ್ರು ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಬ್ರೊಬ್ಬರು ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ರೊಬ್ರು ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನನಗಿಂತ ಸಣ್ಣಕ್ಕಿರೋರು ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಒಬ್ಳು ರೀಸೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ 34th ವೀಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೂಸ್ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಣ್ಣಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಪುಟಾಣಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಆಚೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ತುಂಬ ವೇಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ಆದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So it's all genes, hormones, because especially during pregnancy, to save the fetus and to protect it, I'm sure a lot of hormonal ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು ಸ್ಟೀರಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಈಸ್ ಯೂನೀಕ್ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್ your doctor has advised you, and because of all that there's so much hormones ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏರುಪೇರು ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ವೇಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ಆನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಈಸ್ यूनिक. आपका फ़ोन नंबर उसको रख के क्या करोगे? Actually, the best part about being a mum is that you don't really look at your phone. There are times when I have replied to my friends after 2 days, and there are times when I reply to them within few seconds. There are times when I would have called a friend like an hour ago and she would have said, hey, sorry, I'm actually aurello busy agirtare or something like that, and I forget and I call and say, hey, I was planning this, and I was like, oh shit, sorry. So I think it's there's so much mom brain antaralla slow agbitirtivi ansutte. Telugulo chappandi. Telugulo em chappali? Hey, send me some legit questions, yeah. Questions anta so random. I thought you'll all ask me questions about pregnancy, new mom, newborn baby and things like that. I like how my audience has no cults. It's only about movies and... Oh, sorry, your answers are so big. We're not getting a chance to ask questions. Sorry, I'll keep it short. Please ask me. Let's do just yes or no questions. I would love to come back to Telugu films, surely. I've observed one more very important thing. Instagram ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೋಷಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತೀರಾ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನೀವು ಸೋಷಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಗೆಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್, ಸಾರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ I've seen a lot of people say, okay, you ma'am, we really love you because of all the work that you do towards the society, towards the underprivileged and things like that. But I do not understand why all of you ignore those posts when it's about the foundation, and everyone's only interested in workout videos or OOTD, what are you wearing today, how you dressed up, makeup and all that. But then end of the day you're all really worried about, I think I'd really want you all to give the foundation a little more love, a little more attention. Okay, baby in Thursday. Thanks for voicing out and standing strong with our dharma and culture. Of course, any day I think I have identified myself with the cause of protecting Sanatana Dharma, and I believe that I think if we don't stand for our dharma, then who else will? So ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಯ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೊಡದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಯಾರು ನಿಂತ್ಕೋತಾರೆ? ಬೇರೆ ಧರ್ಮದವರು ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮನ ಕಾಪಾಡಲ್ಲ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮನ ನಾವು ಕಾಪಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟಾಗಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನವರಾತ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ 9 days ನಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತೆನೂ ಡೈಲಿ ಗಂಗಮ್ಮ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವರು ಬುಕ್ ಓದ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಜೊತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ನೈಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೈಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲಂಕಾರ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ದಿವಸ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಅಲಂಕಾರ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬನಶಂಕರಿ ಟೆಂಪಲಲ್ಲೂ ತುಂಬ ಉಡುಫುಲ್ ಅಲಂಕಾರ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಬ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ನೆನ್ನೆ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಇವತ್ತು ಅರ್ಶಿನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಅಲಂಕಾರ ಅಂತೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಖಂಡಿತ ಒಂದು ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬನಶಂಕರಿ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಗಂಗಮ್ಮ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ದೇವಿ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನವರಾತ್ರಿ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವಿ ದರ್ಶನ ಪಡೆದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಂತೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ದರ್ಶನ ಪಡೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. हिंदी में क्या बोलना है, विच विल ट्रांसलेट. मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ कि अगर अभी नवरात्रि चल रही है, देवी का दर्शन आप मंदिर में जाके पाओ तो बहुत बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. How's my Hindi? Somebody tell me if my Hindi is good. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೇಸ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಹಾಕೋತೀರಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್? ಏನು ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರಿಯಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಟು ಬಿ ಆನೆಸ್ಟ್, ಅದು ಯಾವ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಯಾವ ಹೇರ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನೀರು ಕುಡೀರಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿನ್ನಿ, ತುಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿನ್ನಿ, ಆವಾಗ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಗ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗುಗೂ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸೊ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ವಂಡ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್, ಸಿ ನೋ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಕೇರ್, ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬೇಬಿ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಕೇರ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಬೇಬಿಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ವಿ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ try to stick to traditional methods, whether it
Sorry.
So baby ko ashte we stick to traditional methods. So every day namate idu malai cream ade hal mele baruttala adu. So she keeps the malai and we give her a massage in malai, and also virgin coconut oil for her hair. So we try to avoid any product that is packaged, because it definitely has preservatives. There's no way you can sell something that's packaged without preservatives. Know that. So even even when it comes to her food, we try to avoid packaged foods. So we intend to give her ragi seri or like puree of fruits and blends and things like that. Try and avoid as much as you can with all these packaged foods. They're all well advertised, and but obviously anything from the outside is not really good for your baby. I mean, it's not bad for your baby, but do that only if you have no choice. Like if you're a working mom, working dad, mama, papa, everyone's at work, in-laws are in another city, then you have nothing to do. Okay, then you can probably give the baby powder with powdered food and things like that. But if not, I would suggest that you give your baby something organic and something made at home. Tamil Radu. Tamil Teriyadu. So sorry. So sweet. You named your daughter Pranitha. Thank you. Yeah, healthy food for your baby you're giving. Of course, it has to be healthy. Hey, all these questions are so random. Ask me something that I can answer. Unga assistant join. How is this a space to be asking for? But next time we have vacancies in our foundation, I'll definitely post it. Please do respond. Please do watch the space for that post, because yeah, you all keep asking, I want to work with you, I want to join your foundation, but then when we actually we get only around 300 applications. Where are the rest of you? And I'm so proud of my team. Imagine the whole day I'm with my baby, and then there's a little bit of digital ads or like some shoot, some launch that I can squeeze into in those 3-4 hours when the baby is sleeping, and the rest of the time somehow busy. But in spite of it, I've seen how those at my foundation, Sharan, Tejafar, everyone work really hard. I really like how my team just places everything, coordinates everything, whether it's with Astor, whether it's with the hospital. We're also doing 12 medical camps with Manipal Hospital soon, and all over Bangalore. And I really like how and with BPAC, of course, that really helps us put everything together and identify our beneficiaries. And they put everything together, and then they call me and say, okay, the camp is happening here. I'm so thankful that I have a team that does everything. I'm just so happy to just give them that platform that Pranitha Foundation is giving. So how long have we done this live? So we started at 2:15, half an hour. Okay, 5 more minutes of live and we're done. You're so humble, thank you. I don't understand when people say you're so humble. What do they expect? Like, what did you expect? That I'll be walking around with a crown or what? I don't know. So photos of my baby and husband, I think most of them go into close friend stories. I don't know why. I don't feel like putting out everything in public. I'm such a private person. To be honest, if I was not an actress, I think that I would not have posted my own pic. I would have a private account first of all if I was not an actress. So I wouldn't really have put out pictures. Yeah, only because I'm an actress you see my pictures. So I don't really put pictures of the rest of my family, whether it's my baby, whether it's my husband, mama, papa, ate, no one's picture on Instagram. I think that yeah. Okay, I think we're done. So we'll do a live soon on Facebook also. So if you have any questions, I don't see anyone having very legit questions anyway. You all DM me so many questions, and I actually come live. Questions are so sweet, like, oh hi, you're so sweet, you're so this, you're so that. So anyway, so save all the questions for next time. I'll see you all. And oh yeah, I said I'll show you the baby. Wait. Oops, what is this on my hair? Okay. One sec. सो रही है. One sec. Oops. एक मिनट still रखो ना. Okay, that's about it. Yeah, sorry, I am so worried about Drishti. I don't know how you all do it, but I think I'm very sentimental about Drishti and Nazar and all of this. So I'll see you all next time. See you soon. Lots of love. How to end this? Oh yeah.